to entire symphonies. The piano is the great imitation machine. It has a neutral timbre, and its notes span from the lowest to the very highest pitches.
One of the great weaknesses of the piano is it really doesn't have its own voice. How many times has your teacher said, sound like a singer here, sound like a viola, sound like this, never sound like a piano. But because it is neutral sounding, we are able to sort of imbue it with a certain amount of personality and are able to sort of encompass a wide range of repertoire as a result.
That's Koji Atwood, virtuoso pianist and transcription artist extraordinaire, performing his own transcription of Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony, a piece usually played by an 80-piece orchestra, played here by a one-man band. And in this video, Koji will be joining us to give his top 10 list of the most mind-blowing performances of music transcribed for the piano.
Just insane reflexes, first of all. I mean, there was a 3-star Michelin chef named Marco Pierre White. Just watch him chop an onion. It's incredible. And that's a nervous system and a reflex that just it's from years of training, but also you kind of have to be born a little bit with that. So Cyprian's got that, and that comes through in that clip for sure.
Katsaris just toppled Horowitz. So, sorry, that's where you go.
Sorry. Apologies, Logia.
I should probably change the shirt, too. I don't know. What we just heard was only an honorable mention. I want to emphasize that this top 10 list is 100% subjective.
Yes.
According to completely arbitrary criteria, should not be taken as any kind of definitive top 10 list of piano transcriptions, because of course there is no such list. I'm using transcription loosely here, arrangements, all kinds of things that might not necessarily be written down. But because there's such a rich and varied legacy of piano transcriptions, we're not going to be able to even scratch the surface of everything that's out there. And we urge you to shout out your own favorite transcriptions, ones we left off the list, or maybe go make some of your own, like Koji here, Koji Atwood's Taraga. This is a guitar piece featuring a distinctly guitar technique, a tremolo, that Koji has rendered beautifully as repeated notes on the piano. Koji will actually be performing this Taraga piece at the Utah State Summer Piano Festival here in Logan, Utah, and I will actually be directing this Summer Piano Festival in mid-June for pre-college age students. Koji will also be giving a workshop on the art of transcription for those students, and it's all part of a really cool curriculum I've designed around keyboard musicianship and piano artistry. It's an intense 5 days in the middle of June, so if you or someone you know is a teenage pianist, really at any level, click here or check the link in the description for more info. It's going to be really fun.
And ice cream. They have really good ice cream there too.
And the Aggie ice cream. Got to shout it out. Okay, having said all that, Koji, it's time. The top 10 most insane, mind-blowing piano transcriptions, according to Koji Atwood. Number 10, Myra Hess, her performance of her own arrangement of Bach's Jesu, Joy of a Man's Desiring. Arrangement of Bach's Jesu. I hate to cut her off. Koji, what made you add this to the list?
A couple factors. One, obviously, Myra Hess was an amazing, not just pianist, but I feel an amazing sort of courageous figure. Someone who would be playing free concerts for soldiers during the London Blitz with bombs going off and playing German music. That's pretty courageous. Two, her control of line and phrasing is, second to none, because she was, so concerned about the sound quality at all times, and you can really hear that in all her performances.
I think what is virtuosic about this is just the differentiation between what the strings are doing and what the choir is doing.
Yeah, control is a type of virtuosity, and that may be the most beautiful B I've ever heard.
Speaking of bees, the bumblebee is next on the list, and that is Georges Siffre's Flight of the Bumblebee, his own transcription of it at his Paris debut, I believe it's 1957.
Yep.
This is, I guess, interlocking octaves like all the way through.
Well, it's a specialty. That's the cool thing about these transcriptions is you really get an insight into their pianism and what were their strengths that they tried to highlight, and maybe maybe hide some of the so-called, I don't think say for Horowitz had weaknesses necessarily, but there are things that they were just better at than just about anybody on the planet. So they could sort of harness these transcriptions towards their strengths and really show off what they were capable of. It's one of the kind of trademark pieces that he's known for better.